Hey, how's it going? My name is Josh Subchick, and today I have the privilege to interview for a roller skating rink known as Roller City West. The reason I chose to interview for this is because I actually just got a job there, and I thought it would be fun to kind of recreate the interview process. So, my name is Josh. I'm currently a full time online college student. I was going on campus at Colorado Christian University for 3 semesters, a year and a half, but because I'm quite ambitious and I wanted to kind of get ahead, I actually enrolled into their online program, and that will let me take more credits and get ahead. And so I'll actually be graduating with my undergrad degree a year and a half early, which I was able to do because I transferred to their online program. With that being said, I'm 19 years old. I currently live in Lakewood, Colorado, and additionally, I am a part time pet sitter through a company known as Rover, and I've been doing this since last October, and my business with that has been quite successful, and I built that from the ground up. Um, and as far as my availability goes, that's one of my biggest perks, one of the biggest attributes that I bring to the table. Because I am going to school online, that means that I can create my own schedule. I don't have any specific deadlines or times that I have to be in classes. That kind of, I don't have a traditional, more rigid structure that most students in America, educational establishments have to deal with. So I do have quite a quite a nice amount of freedom. There's 168 hours in the week, and then if I sleep 8 hours a night, that's minus 56, and then take off around 12 extra hours to get ready and transportation. That leaves me with 100 hours of availability, and because I don't have a specific structure, that means I can be working at all hours of the day. I'm even willing to work nights, and that definitely sets me apart from the rest of the candidates for this job. Secondly, I'm very punctual. I was raised in a military family, and I was, always taught that if you're not 5 minutes early, then you're late, and that's a value that I stick to, now that I'm out of the house living on my own, and that will come in handy. I'll be early to all of my shifts. I won't leave until all of the work is done. Punctuality is key. Thirdly, I'm very hardworking individual, very ambitious. I think the fact that I'm, graduating college in only 2.5 years, while it takes the average person 4 years, and in a lot of cases even upwards of five, to get their degree, should kind of be a little taste of the work ethic that I have instilled in me. So that's another thing that I bring to the table, and then I also have work experience. I've been working since I was 13 years old. I started off with just being self-employed as a kind of like a handyman. I would mow people's lawns. I would just do basic maintenance around their houses. And then from there, I started pet sitting and babysitting. And then after I got a taste for what it was like to be self-employed, I wanted to try, working for someone else. So I started working at my local grocery store as a courtesy clerk, and I've been doing that off and on, mostly in the summers when I'm off school. I've been doing that for a few years as well, and that's taught me a lot about customer service. And then additionally, I've worked in fast food. I've worked at Firehouse Subs, and that working in the food industry is kind of its own little sector of work. But this job, Roller City, does have a cafe. We do have a snack bar, so the fact that I have experience working with food will, I won't require as much, if any, training as the other candidates, and that just sets me one step ahead. As far as what I would do for this company, I did notice that, since Roller City did just open up, they don't have a very big social media following. In fact, they don't really have much of one at all. They do have a Facebook page, but that's about it. There's still platforms that are untapped, such as Instagram, Twitter. You could do some Craigslist ads, and then just sending out emails, cold calling people. So I do have experience with being on a social media team. I worked for Colorado Christian University's Alumni Council as their social media director. So I would like to create social media pages primarily on Instagram and Twitter for Roller City, and that'll help us reach out to just so many more clients, as well as kind of revamping the Facebook page that currently exists. And then secondly, I noticed that Roller City does little to no advertising, and I do realize why. It's Roller City just started, and advertising it's expensive, and you're still getting off the ground, getting onto your feet. But I do think that I would be able to help out with that department, just because I do know quite a lot of people from being in school and living around in the area. I would like to do some advertising, primarily online, but also handing out some flyers, just getting the word out. A lot of people will, word of mouth is a powerful thing, and that's something that I would be able to help out with. So I thank you for your time for interviewing me, and I look forward to hearing from you guys. Thank you. Have a good day.